Alrighty. Hopefully you guys are doing well. This is Mongo, your friend from SoCal. And I'm having a very nice, easy day today. It's been a very busy week, I'll say. Let me just take a second here to switch off a fan. This is And I'm back. Hopefully, again, you guys are doing good. I just wanted to take a moment to recognize this little post here that I made, this little post on the Twitter. You know, Halloween is just around the corner, folks, and you know what that means. And of course, there's that age old debate of whether candy corn is good or bad. Personally, I think it's good. I'm a fan of candy corn. Does that mean that I inhale the stuff whenever I see it? No, I don't. If you're eating candy corn by the handfuls, then, well, you're going to have a rough time eventually. It's going to catch up with you. And, oh, look at that. We got Thomas Connolly. Hail, Thomas Connolly. Glad to have you here. And, Halloween just around the corner. And let me just say, I really like this second pin here. I think it's part of the Can Demons. Yeah, Can Demons. Look at that. It's a vinyl figure. Cornelius. Anyhow, I thought that looked neat. I just saw that the other day. I was browsing through Amazon and eBay. Just doing the usual kind of thing. When you're bored, you just kind of go through things and you see what looks nice. If that's all you got, enjoy it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't go trick or treating no more. I don't do that no more. So, if I see a little bit of cotton candy, what the heck? Candy corn. If I see some candy corn around, yeah, I'll have some a little bit here and there. I'll eat them like, I guess like peanuts. You take a handful of peanuts, you pop them in your mouth, one or two at a time. Obviously, I'm not gonna sit down with a 3-pound bag of candy corn and eat it. No, because it's a good way to get an upset stomach and the diabetes. Anyhow, so yeah, I just want to start out with that here. Got a few things here and there. Hopefully, you like the little icon here. That's just a little picture that I put up from a little toy recommendation that I did earlier in the week, last week actually. Very nice. The NECA Toys King Kong, along with the NECA 1954 Godzilla. Both very nice figures. Very nice figures. But let's take a look at one or two little things that I saw this morning that I thought were very neat. Let me see here. Let me share my tab here. We have some wonderful little Godzilla X Evangelion artwork by Takashi Murakami. Takashi Murakami. Hopefully, I said that right, folks. Ears open. But look at that. Look at that. And here, let me expand the image there. That just looks beautiful. Godzilla in the background with the Eva Unit 1 in the foreground. Just beautiful colors there. And I love all the detail, all the things. You can kind of see the gums, Godzilla's gums on the inside. And you see all like the flame effects around here. It looks beautiful. I love the dorsal plates here. They're not all uniform, which I like that in my Godzillas. A variety of dorsal plates, you know. That's very nice. You know, I enjoy that little thing. Let me share. Oh, yes. And here we have another little image. I thought this looked beautiful too. This is some artwork that this artist did for Godzilla's 65th anniversary last year. Look at that beauty. Oh, wow. That just looks gorgeous. I love the blue flames. So you got some purple in there, some scarlet, a little bit of yellow here and there. Ah, it looks amazing. I'd love to have that as a wallpaper or on a poster. That just looks gorgeous. Amazing. Well, let's see here. Let me share another thing. Now, here is something that that I got tagged in. This was my friend Jay Xent, JW Xent, folks. Very cool dude, very funny dude on Twitter. Let me share this screen. He tagged me in this this morning. So this is one of the first things I saw. It was very, very fun to see. So we got Batzilla. Of course, it's pretty funny. You just got your one of your SH Monster Arts Godzillas, and you stuck the head of a Batman on there. But that looks great. I love seeing when people do that because it's really funny to me. It's like, you know, obviously Godzilla is a suit. So the notion of having Godzilla as a suit actor is amazing. Is very funny to me. You know, Batman as the suit actor. Let me just mute this for a second as I type, so I don't disrupt any train of thoughts with my typing. And I'm back, folks. And now, just really briefly, seeing that image really reminded me of something that I saw earlier. Oh, dang! You know, too bad. It was really neat. There's this one seller on eBay, iPop Designs. He does a variety of, or the whoever makes these things does a variety of different figures, or well, various displays, buildings for various figures. And let's see, that works in a very strange way. Lol. Yes, it does. Let's see. Then we have Jeremy 5, Russia approved. Glad you're in here. Wow. That's very cool. Very cool. Let me see here. Yeah, so let me just share this screen here. This is a something that I think you guys might enjoy, especially if you're collectors of figures, if you like dioramas. I think there's a lot of good stuff here on this eBay store. Now, this is iPop Designs. Let me go to the main page of it. iPop Designs, that's the store name. You can find them right here on eBay, right on eBay. So let's take a look at their items. They sell a variety of different buildings, and they range in terms of size. You can achieve a lot of great pictures with these kinds of things. Now, it is not this tank, it is the buildings in the background. So you take a look at these other things, it's a reactor. These are very great because you have different sides you can choose to display. You can display a nice looking serene building, or you can have a destroyed, damaged reactor thing. Let's just take a look at some other little things here and there. I was going to say earlier, probably like last week, they had made a listing of a building, and one of the building pictures that they had a Godzilla figure, and they put Mr. Miyagi's head on the figure, and basically getting the same effect as that Batzilla that we saw earlier. Unfortunately, it is no longer on their store page, just because, due to the nature of all of the buying and selling that goes on with this page, this store, there is a lot of movement. So what you see one week could be gone the next. Here we have some of these types of buildings. If you're interested in any of this kind of stuff, I would definitely recommend checking out iPop Designs. I'm going to put the link to their store page, eBay store, in this chat here. I don't do that too often anymore. I don't put too many links. But, something like this, I think it is definitely link worthy. It's right there on the screen. You can also click on it in the chat. Now, folks, let me take a nice sip of my sparkling water. Right now, I'm drinking a LaCroix coconut flavor. I think sparkling water gets a bad rap sometimes. It's not that bad, really. It's quite relaxing for me. But let me take a sip of that, folks. Ooh, that is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So let's see on the terms of Godzilla news. Before I get into the news, at least the thing that I wanted to specifically cover today, let me share. I'm clicking through so many different tabs right now. You're probably hearing the clicking right now of my mouse. But let me see here. I'm going to share two pictures that I commissioned this last month from two very talented artists on Twitter. Twitter, it's a wonderful place, and boy, oh boy, is it nice to do some art and, well, commission some art and see the fruits of the labors, so to speak. So the first image here I'm going to share is from a user on Twitter called @SlimDad, @SlimDaddy, or Slim for short. I commissioned this picture of Gamera from him, and man, he really delivered. I am really happy with this. Let's get a little closer look here. So we have Gamera. Basically, I don't really know the whole modus operandi of commissioning a picture, but basically, I contacted Slim over DM and I asked him, "Hey, I'd like to commission a picture. Would you be available?" He said yes, and then basically all I said was, "Okay, well, I'd like a color picture, one character, and I would like it to be of Gamera. More specifically of his 1995 version, design." And I think I really enjoy this. This really reminds me personally of the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla Power Hour, that show. This would basically be what I would imagine a Gamera would be if it was drawn by Hanna-Barbera, or at least something along those lines. I like the proportions here with the arms, the legs. I think it is very nice. Very nice. If you're interested in commissioning a piece of art from Slim, then I'll put a link to his Twitter. Hopefully this will actually take you there. Yeah, this will. So here's the link to his Twitter. This is Slim right there if you're interested in commissioning something from him. He has a very nice, modest price, and he gets it done in probably at least 2 to 3 weeks. He's a busy guy, and I think he's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so that's the first piece of art that I commissioned this last month. Now, the other piece of art here, let me make sure I got the right date. Yes, so this was in earlier in the month here. Pardon me, earlier in the month, I got in contact with my friend Jay Accent, and he really delivered on a very nice piece of art on King Kong. So we got Jay Accent. So that's a bit of a fuzzy image, but here we go. So, this is a little post he made just thanking me for this commission. So basically, pretty much the same thing. I contacted him. I basically asked if he would be able to commission some art, or if I could commission some art from him. He said yes. I said, "Oh, very good." Told him I'd like a character. in full color with a background, and he got this piece of art to me in breakneck speed. It was amazing. He even called me Mango, and that's a common thing. Bless the autocorrect gods, they change Mongo to Mango, and it doesn't really matter too much because Mongo's not my real name. But anyhow, here is this lovely piece of art here. I love looking at this. Every time I see it, it really makes me feel happy. And if you want to feel happy, then I definitely recommend checking out Jay Accent on Twitter. He's a very funny guy. He does a lot of little videos, a lot of little sing-song stuff, and I'd probably say he's part of the inspiration for me to just kind of talk on Twitter occasionally and do whatever I want on this YouTube channel. But look at the look. I love the colors. I guess I'm not really an artsy person. But I like the paint. It's like almost like a watercolor or something. I really like that. And the sketching that he did initially with the pen looked really nice. I like the plane. I love the Kong. He's got the shackle on. That is great. He's on top of the Empire State Building. All in all, I think it's an amazing piece of art. If you're like me, folks, you love art, but you're not exactly good at making art. So, if you're interested in commissioning some art, I'd recommend contacting J Accent at JWAccent. You can find him on Twitter. His commissions are open. Let me copy this link and put it into the chat here. Again, folks, Jay's a really good dude. He's very caring. He's very sincere. I knew that when I asked him for a commission, that he would deliver and that he would put a lot of energy and effort into that. He's a very nice guy. Again, J Accent, JW Accent on Twitter. He's very nice. Consider him for your next artistic commissioning need. And so, folks, we are coming towards the end here. I'm clicking through so many different tabs right now. And it makes me wonder, if there's like a quiet kind of mouse, like a mouse where you click on it and it doesn't make a noise. There probably is. But anyhow, let's see. Yes, the plane is awesome. I like that. I like it a lot. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, now I'm just, maybe it's a nervous thing. I don't know. I'm not really nervous. I kind of just go with the flow. Anyhow. So here's a little bit of a thing from Kaiju News Outlet I saw earlier today. And this is just a basic kind of thing. It's the art of Godzilla vs. Kong is now available for pre-order on Amazon. Now, if you're not familiar with that, this is mostly just concept art, some possible plot details, possible spoilers on the upcoming film Godzilla vs. Kong. If you're familiar with the art of Kong Skull Island, it would be very similar to that, I would suppose. Personally, I've never owned those, but I would probably have to ask my friend TJ, aka GFan84, on if the books are really worth it. I think they are. Just out of the sheer concept of having some lovely art in a book. I think that's a very appealing idea. But we have that. It's going to be available for purchase, or it's going to be releasing in November 17th of this year, 2020. And yeah, folks, if you're interested in that, go look it up on Amazon. Actually, folks, let me just look that up for you. Let me pull that up onto the screen. Amazon.com. Here we go. And okay, yes. Okay. Let me stop my screen share right now. Okay, Amazon. Let's see. Godzilla vs. Kong art book. Okay, here we go. All righty, let me share the screen again. Share the screen. And here we go. Here is the art of Godzilla versus Kong. You kind of look around. Amazon is kind of funny how it doesn't just give you one. If you search for something and there's only one real item called that, it'll give you a variety. It'll give you like pages and pages of stuff. But here is the art of Godzilla vs. Kong. It's going to be a hardcover book. It's going to go for $40.50 American. It is on pre-order right now. You can go behind the scenes of the biggest battle in movie history with this deluxe book that explores the art and making of Godzilla vs. Kong. Let me take a moment to cough here, folks. Off mic. Alrighty, delve into the making of Godzilla vs. Kong and experience cinema's most colossal clash like never before. Featuring exclusive concept art and insights from the filmmakers. The art of Godzilla vs. Kong is the ultimate guide to an iconic movie showdown. From creature design to on-set photography, the art of Godzilla vs. Kong captures every stage of the filmmaking process, giving you unprecedented access to the creation of a titanic movie event. You're going to get exclusive concept art. You're going to get some interviews with filmmakers. You're going to get a deluxe format. So a deluxe format makes this book a must-have collector's item. So that's an interesting phrase. When I say deluxe format with a book, I assume they just mean it's going to be hardcover. So it'll be very sturdy, I guess. It's kind of funny they would do a deluxe format. It doesn't seem like it translates as well into a book. But anyhow, there's that. Let me get the link to that to you guys. The link of that. Copy, and I'm going to paste that into here. Paste there. And what do you know, folks? We're at 22 minutes. Wow. Yeah. I guess when you're talking into the ether, you kind of just rolls off the tongue and time flies, But let me just briefly. Okay, so as we start to wind down here, folks, I'm just going to say, looking forward here for the channel. Things are looking very nice, Things are looking very nice. I'll be starting up school again next month in September. I believe September 14th. Off the top of my head, I think that is when I will be going back and doing online schooling. Got to get that education, as they say. But as we continue here, folks, so I have a few ideas for some videos. Very recently, there was a trailer released for a Netflix or an anime adaptation of the game Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma. Now, folks, if you're not familiar with Dragon's Dogma, let me just pull up a tab here. Dragon's Dogma. So, Dragon's Dogma is an action role-playing hack and slash video game developed and published by Capcom for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in 2012. An enhanced version, subtitled Dark Arisen, was released for the game's original consoles in 2013. Then it was later ported to the Microsoft Windows in 2016. And later on to PS4 and Xbox One in 2017. And to the Nintendo Switch in 2019. So this is you can kind of tell just by looking at that thing, kind of hearing the description of this, Dragon's Dogma. You can kind of understand and you kind of get a vibe that it's similar to a game like Skyrim. Now, that might not be the best example, but there's a reason, there's probably a lot of reasons why Skyrim gets ported to so many different consoles after so many different years. It's a solid game with solid mechanics that it can be highly addictive. At least for me, it was. And that's basically what you have here with Dragon's Dogma. Let's take a look at that poster there. Let's blow that up. Oh, wow, that looks grainy when I enhance that. But we have Dragon's Dogma. And personally, I've played that on the on PC, actually. And they've announced an anime adaptation. It's going to be scheduled for a global release on September 17th, 2020 on Netflix, of course. So that's going to be interesting. I'm thinking of just releasing a video, at least talking about the game. Because a while ago, probably like a month or two ago, I recorded some footage of me playing that game. And it wasn't too much. It was probably about an hour's worth of footage of the first hour of that game. So I figure it'd be nice to kind of promote that game before the release of the anime adaptation. It probably wouldn't be a very long video. It'd probably be similar to the Titanfall 2 video that I did a while back. But anyhow. Personally, I really like the game, Dragon's Dogma. Let me look up a picture of just the dragon. I love the dragon. His name is Grigori. Grigori. I love Grigori. I think it's a great dragon design. I think he has a great character. And if you look at the game, like the cutscenes, it's amazing. Like, look at that beautiful guy. He's big, he's red, he's got nice looking scales. Oh, man. Great dragon. Actually, great character. He's probably my favorite character from the game, Grigori. He's amazing. I won't spoil anything, but basically, you go on a quest to, eventually fight against this dragon. And it's a great game. Dragon's Dogma has some very interesting and fun mechanics. Look at him. Look at how gigantic he is. He's humongous. He's very cool. But basically, looking at the trailer for that Netflix adaptation, I think I'm a little interested. I'd like to see some cool stuff in there because Dragon's Dogma does have a lot of cool things in it. It's going to have an actual character in there with his own backstory kind of thing. You're not going to be able to make your own adventure like you do in the video game. So I'm looking forward to making a video on that probably in the next week or so. I also recently watched a very nice movie. It was, well, here, let me share the screen here. And that was, here we go. So it's this movie here, Baby Secret of the Lost Legend. Let me take a sip of my LaCroix here, folks. So originally, I was recommended this movie by a friend, AFK Bard. Very nice lady. Check her out if you're not familiar with her. You can simply type her name into Twitter or into YouTube, and you can find her really easily. But she recommended this movie, so I watched it. I rented it on Amazon Prime, and then I liked it so much, I bought a DVD of it. I thought it was a very nice movie. I really enjoyed it. There were a lot of things here and there that really reminded me of some older movies, or some movies that came out later, actually, but also had similar effects. So just to showcase that, let me show you some pictures here. So, Baby Secret of the Lost Legend features brontosauruses. So here's the baby. It looks a little crusty. It looks a little crusty here. Like its nose, its nostril looks real crusty in this image. But when I saw this, it really reminded me of, let me see, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. You had Baby Godzilla. And basically, it's a little baby dinosaur, kind of, Obviously, it's a baby kaiju, baby Godzilla, but they both really reminded me of each other. They're very reminiscent there. So I like that. I really like that. And then you have the parents of this baby brontosaurus. You don't really see it here. You don't see the head, but there's a scene where one of the brontosauruses is getting shot up by African soldiers, and it's surprisingly bloody and gory. And that reminded me of Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, where you have Godzillasaurus. You got your Godzillasaurus. He comes out of the forest and he's attacking soldiers and he gets shot to hell. Like, oh, look at all that. Oh my goodness. So there's a lot of things here and there that I really appreciated, that really hit that Soupmation craving that I was needing, And Soupmation, folks, that's just being in a suit. It's just a fancy name that they came up with after the original 1954 Gojira. You get an actor in a suit, and they act like whatever they're dressed up as. But I really enjoyed a lot of this movie. You have some great cast members. You have I think it's Peter Guggen. You have the father from well, let me see here. Braveheart. I guess I'm showcasing my cinema knowledge or lack of cinema knowledge, because I really only recognize this guy from the movie Patrick McGoohan. Patrick McGoohan. Sorry, folks. But this dude, he was King Edward, right? King Edward in Braveheart. He's the villain in this movie, and he was great. He was great. He's definitely a lot older than he was, or a bit older than he was in Braveheart, but he's amazing. He does an amazing job in this wonderful movie. And that movie was, of course, folks, Baby Secret of the Lost Legend. Now, folks, hopefully you've had a good time. I'm going to just share this little image here and wish you guys a good rest of your day. Folks, I'm Mongo. This has been a pretty nice little stream here. I was very surprised. We, at 1 or 2 points here, we had like 5 viewers. That's always neat. And folks, with everything I do here, it's really just something fun to do. It's a hobby, and I really enjoy it. So hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Hopefully you have a good start to your week if you haven't already. And I'll see you around, guys. And till next time, folks, bye-bye. And have a great rest of your day.